Like, if I call you my brother, you know what it is. And breaking the code, I could be calm, cool, collective. If we start wilding, I'm changing the mode.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Harding Way. I'm currently in Atlanta, so I know it's like different setups than the usual videos, but that does not mean we can stop the grind. We gotta talk about these winners and losers of Week 4. I mean, crazy week of football for sure. We're gonna get right into it because the first winner is maybe the craziest game. I'm assuming by the time this goes up, I'm assuming he won Player of the Week. If he didn't, I'll be very shocked. One, King Henry, Derrick Henry. I mean, I almost thought of him secretly as a loser because he was 1 yard short of that 200-yard mark to break the record for most 200-yard rushing games all time, breaking the record with O.J. Simpson and Adrian Peterson, but he's still there tied. But honestly, like, that game was so nuts. That 87-yard touchdown run was bananas. To this point, there's no way you can't have him as a winner. I mean, that Ravens rushing attack is literally bananas. There's a world where he can run for 2,000 yards again. Second person, be the first person to ever do it twice. Like, that to me is bananas. So without a doubt, he's got to be easy winner on this list because, like, all hail the king. He's back. He's leading the league in rushing. He's looked better than almost ever before in a weird way, which is crazy to say at the age of 30. I mean, at one point he almost had the top speed of the week, only like 0.2 miles behind Xavier Worthy, who ran a 4.240 and had the combine record. Like, that's bananas. So without a doubt, Derrick Henry's definitely got to be a winner on this list. Now, funny thing is, to his first loser on the list, it's got to be Josh Allen. I mean, without a doubt, I gave him a winner last week as I did Henry, but like Henry somehow tops his performance, so he had to come back. But like Allen, I gave him a winner last week, but I said, they're probably gonna lose. And I even got a little fun little hate comment in my video if you want to check out that week 3 video. And just to watch him get the brakes beat off him, it put a bit of a funny smile on my face after getting that comment. Because, like, everybody was mad at me. People was talking about Josh Allen's him, and he's a dog. Not that I'm saying he's not, but, like, to get beat up like that, that just looks rough on you. Especially the way they try to always compare Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson for nothing else. The way they try to compare that 2018 quarterback class and to get outplayed like that. It's not a good look. So for me, Josh Allen's definitely got to be a loser. I tell y'all, I without a doubt think they'll be back. They'll be fine. They're going to win their division because the rest of the AFC East is straight hot garbage. So no doubts there. They'll probably meet again down the line. But for this week, Josh Allen, you, sir, you took an L on that one. But speaking of AFC East opponents for Josh Allen and the Bills, another loser, the Miami Dolphins. Just honestly at this point, without Tua, I'm almost like throw the whole franchise away because that's just a horrid look. To lose to the Titans, especially the way the Titans have looked, like, golly, that's not a good look. They look terrible. You got Tyreek Hill, like, he can not even get the ball to him. He only had like 30 receiving yards or something gross like that. I don't remember the exact number at the time, but it was bad. Like, that whole game was just awful. And, like, without a Tua, there's a huge problem right now with the way they're looking. And I mean, a team that I preseason would have said they're going to the playoffs, I'm now just like, honestly, if he misses enough games, I don't even know. Because also now at this point, you kind of put yourself in a scenario once he comes back, the way they're playing, they're going to be whatever in 5 almost near. Like, they're going to be taking a lot. I know for a fact they're going to be down a lot of L's. I know that. I think by the time he comes back, it'll be about like week 6. So they're sitting probably at 2-4. 1-5 possibly. Like, they're gonna have a hill to climb when Tua gets back, and I'm assuming they're not gonna be able to pull that off and go straight, run the gauntlet like that. So Miami Dolphins, you're definitely a loser this week because just God bless, because it's looking rough for you. But speaking of another loser from that same game, I don't care if the Titans won. Will Levis, once again, buddy, you lost. I mean, he literally made himself a complete meme once again. I almost like giggle, like oh snap, like you really got complete beep, got injured. Mason Rudolph comes in, looks way better than you have all season. I mean, just for that fact alone, come on, like, it's just that there's no way you can convince me that like that wasn't just a straight terrible look. I mean, they've looked atrocious. Honestly, I'd almost say just downright horrendous so far. And so, for that simple fact, Will Levis, like, you got to be a loser. Because at this point, even though they have the bye week, and I know their coach has said, like, oh, we're going to keep him as our starter. I'm like, you slide on thin ice with performances like that, and especially when Mason Rudolph went and looked like he did. You're on thin ice. I've already said there's a world where they try to draft somebody, and Monday night, that game didn't help any better. The way they looked pre and post, Will Levis leaving that game with injury. So, Will Levis, sir, once again, you are another loser. But someone who honestly might have given himself a better chance at a job if they did not have the one in Indianapolis, Joe Flacco. Y'all, it's 2024, and this man is still doing stuff. Like, what is going on? Like, I'm so confused. So confused. It's 2024, and Joe Flacco's still beating the Steelers. Like, he looked great. That's why he's a winner on this list. And as an Anthony Richardson believer, like that didn't look good for Anthony Richardson. I always put him as a loser on this list, but he has no potential and hasn't looked that horrendous compared to like a Will Levis. So I'm like, okay, we'll probably I spared him, but anything we gotta highlight Joe Flacco because like he's pretty much out there balling, came right back, picked up right where he left off from Cleveland last year, and so for that alone. You gotta get some credit to Flacco. I admit though, it's so weird that it's 2024 and Joe Flacco still producing and like outplaying people. Like that to me is wicked. Like for reference, Ben Roethlisberger was at the game on the side, like in the crowd. Like that. Come on, what are we doing? But like credit to Joe Flacco. And then speaking of quarterbacks, we got a credit from this past week of football. Got to credit Jared Goff. 18 for 18 is bananas. Catching a touchdown, bananas. At this point, he has more receiving touchdowns than Travis Kelce. That makes me giggle. As I joke, I just want everybody to know. I just want to say this. Come here. Come closer. Come closer. You, too, can claim you have as many receiving touchdowns this season as Travis Kelce. I'm going to keep laughing about that until Travis Kelce catches a touchdown. Because that is horrendous if you're Travis Kelce. But anyway, credit to Jared Goff. He looked good. I mean, gotta give him credit where it's due. They looked alright. I mean, the Lions really might have found their niche for the offense. They might have found their little thing and they're going now. I say that like they're not having a good record and not playing well, but like I don't know. Something about the Lions didn't look the same as last year till that game Monday night, and looking like they did in Detroit, playing Seattle. That's the Lions I think are gonna probably make the Super Bowl in my opinion. So definitely gotta give credit to Jared Goff. But that's all my winners and losers for this week. I thank y'all for watching. If y'all want to like and subscribe and do all those bells and wings and things down below, it'd be much appreciated. As I like to say, ain't no like the Harding way, y'all. Peace out.